Good evening, my 186 medical dosage calculation students. I am your instructor, Miss Latasha Thomas. I'm Miss Thomas, and I want to demonstrate the fractions and the worksheet that you will be doing as far as since the class is going to be a hybrid class, and I will give you the dates that we're going to meet. But first, let me show you the Math for Nurses textbook, the pocket guide that you're going to need, as well as the ISBN number. And then I will start with the fractions and show you exactly what you're going to be doing. I will also be available on Thursdays. From the class on Thursday starts at 4 o'clock from 4 to 5, and I will stay until 6 o'clock if you need extra assistance. Okay. This is the text, Math for Nurses, 9th edition. Okay. The ISBN number is 978-1496-303-417, and you may screenshot that if you need to. The next thing I would like for you to look at, if you do not have the book already, I would like for us to go over a basic mathematics review as far as a refresher. Okay. I would like for you to look over page 4, numbers 1 through 18. Page 5, numbers 19 through 36. Page 6, numbers 37 through 56. And page 7, numbers 57 through 82. It shouldn't take long at all. And lastly, page 8, numbers 83 through 100. And we will go over those. And also the answers are in the back of your text, but I would like for you to try to work it out first. Now, what I uploaded for you was this worksheet, and I'll be doing a few problems just to make sure you understand it. Okay, here we're looking at fractions. This is a common denominator. Okay, so when you have some students like to write their problems vertically, if you like the horizontal look, that's absolutely fine. Here I notice that my denominators are already like denominators, so I'm going to leave those alone. So I want you to put the 5 here. Next, I want you to add your numerators. All right, your numerators are your top numbers on your fractions. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, then I want you to add your whole numbers. 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, this cannot be simplified, so I would like for you to leave your answer as 8 and 4/5. Okay, let's move to number 2. I will write mine vertically for those students who may enjoy it vertically, and if you understand it horizontally, that is absolutely fine with me as well. These are like denominators, so you leave the 7 alone, leave the denominator just like it is. We're going to add the numerators. We're going to add those together. So 6 plus 2 is 8, and you bring down your whole number 1. Well, I have 1 and 8/7. This is called improper, which means the numerator is higher than the denominator. This is called an improper fraction. Well, what do we do with improper fractions? We divide them. Okay, the numerator goes in, which is the top number goes in, and your denominator, or the bottom number, goes out. Okay, so we're just going to divide. All right, so top in, bottom out. 7 will go into 8 one time. 1 times 7 is 7. Okay, 8 minus 7 is 1. So the mixed number will be 1 and, because this is the whole number, 1. And then you're looking at your remainder. Okay, the remainder was 1, and you divide it by 7. Okay, so this is 1 and 1 over 7, but I forgot I have this whole number 1 over here. So you have your whole numbers here. We want you to add those together. All right, so this answer will be 2 and 1 over 7. Okay, and if you need to come to class, you can. I will be available on Thursday. Okay, now let's move down to an example like number 16. Find each difference. Okay, if you like to make yours vertical, you can. If not, you can just leave them horizontal, which is just writing it straight across. The denominators are the same, but I noticed that if I have half and I subtract half, I have nothing. I have 0. All right? Half is equivalent to what we consider 50 cents. So if you have 50 cents minus 50 cents, you have 0. Okay? So I knew you knew that already. Okay? Let's go over to number 17 because I want to give you some examples to make sure you understand it. Okay? My denominators are what we call like. All right? They are like denominators. So I don't have to do anything to them. I just leave my common denominator just like it is. I'm going to subtract. So 5 minus 1 is 4. All right? I have 4 over 6. But it can be simplified, meaning I can, what we called, reduce a fraction. So we're going to divide by 2. It has to be the same number. So 2 will go into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So that answer is 2/3. Okay. All right. Let's go to another one. Let's look at number 18. I have 15 over 8 minus 3 over 8. And I don't want to do the entire section for you because I do want you to try it for yourself. But I do want to give you some examples. All right, then the common denominator is 8. 15 minus 3 gives me 12. Okay, and we know this is called an improper fraction. So what I want you to do is I want you to divide the numerator, the top, in, the denominator, which is the bottom, out. 8 goes into 12 once. 1 times 8 is 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Okay, so we've already talked about, so you have the whole number 1. Okay. And what's left over, my remainder, goes here. And what you divided by goes here. Okay, so let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, make this so it'll be nice and neat for you. This can be reduced. The fraction 4 over 8. So let me reduce that by 4. 4 will go into 4 1 time, and 4 goes into 8 2 times. So the answer for number 18 is 1 and 1/2. So let me let you zoom in on that. If you need to go back, you certainly can. Okay. Just a few examples that I want you to look at. Okay, I'm going to give you another example. I don't like to leave you with not enough examples. Let's look at them, just looking around to see. Let's look at 24. All right, just as an example. Okay, I have the whole number 4 minus 1/5. So to make this look like a fraction, let's put it over 1. Okay, and 1 over 5. Okay, let's put it over 1. Here, I notice that my denominators are different. So I have 1 and I have 5. So I want you to visualize your one-time tables. Okay, now I'll write a few of them out because I'm a visual teacher. Very visual. I like to make sure you understand what's going on. Oops. Writing too fast, guys. Okay. Okay. So let's do that same thing for 5. I want you to visualize your 5 timetables in your mind. Okay. I already see a number that I have in common. Okay. I'm sure you do as well. Okay. So notice that they both have a 5 in common. That is your common denominator. I want you to place that common denominator here. Okay. Next. All right, let's look here, our 2 bottom numbers, our 2 denominators. Okay, I want you to think of your timetables. 5 times what would give me 5? Okay, of course it's 1. All right, I'm gonna multiply that same number times 1 to my numerator. 1 times 1 is 1. All right, now let's look at these 2 denominators. Okay, 1 times what will give me 5? Or 1 goes into 5 how many times? All right, however you understand it is fine with me. So 1 times 5 is the only way I'm going to get a 5. So I'm going to multiply times 5 also for the top. So 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so here I'm going to leave my denominator just like it is. 20 minus 1 gives me 19. Okay, so 19 over 5 is is an improper fraction. So let's divide that out. The top number always goes in. The bottom number always goes out. 5 will go into 19. 4 is too high. So let's go 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 9 minus 5 is 4. So we always keep our whole number, and we save this for the remainder. The remainder is 4, and we divide it by 5. So the answer to number 24 on your worksheet is 3 4/5. Okay, let's go down to some proportions. And I know y'all are very good at those. Just cross multiplying. I hear that a lot in class, cross multiply. Okay, so here 7 is across from the X. Okay, so since it is across from the X, okay, so that will be 7X. And 4 is across from 6, so 4 times 6 is 24. All right, we always divide by what is next to your variable. Okay, variable. Okay, so here I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So here I have 24 over 7. And unless it asks you to simplify it, you always know this is improper. Okay, so here the top number goes in, the bottom number, your denominator, goes out. 7 goes into 24. Let's see, 4 is too high, so let's go 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 4 minus 1 is 3. So this answer is 3 3/7. And these are equivalent. Okay, equivalent means 24 over 7 and 3 3/7 are exactly the same. All right, similar to having 2 quarters and 5 dimes. It is equivalent. So I know that you understand those proportions. All right, let's turn the page. If I can get the page turned. Okay. All right, and here we're just making sure you understand, just evaluating. So I know you understand number 56. So let me do one like 57. Okay, just to make sure you understand it when it comes to fractions. I like to give lots of examples. Okay, and if you don't have to go vertical, you can always just keep it horizontal. Okay. I notice that I have 4 and 7. They are not like denominators. Okay, so I want you to think of your 4 timetables here. And I will write a few of them out just to give you a visual. All right, so you'll know exactly what I'm thinking when I say visualize your timetables. Okay, so this is what I want you to keep in mind. Okay, next let me do the same thing for 7 because I'm looking for a number that they both share, a number that they have in common. All right, well, I can stop right here. Okay, because I know I'll have a good day. All right, I notice they have a common denominator of 28. Okay, and I get that from my timetables. All right, next, I want you to think about the 7 and the 28. 7 times what will give you 28? Or 7 goes into 20 how many times? All right, times 4. You take that same number, times 4. You multiply straight across. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times what will give you 28? All right, or 4 goes into 28 how many times? 7. Take that same times 7 to the very top, your numerator. 7 times 7 is 49. Okay, we're going to leave our denominator the same, and we're going to add our numerators. 49 plus 32. Okay, and that's going to give us 81. Okay, I noticed that 81 over 28 is definitely an improper fraction. Okay, so let's divide that out. Okay, the top in and the bottom out. So numerator in and denominator out. All right, so I'm thinking about 28. Okay, and if you don't have your calculator handy, okay, with you. So let's see, what is 28 times 2? That's 56. We do 28 times 3. That is 84. All right, that's too high, right? So let's go 2. 28 times 2, all right, is 56. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do 81 minus 56. Why did I put that as 11? Sorry, guys, it's been a long day. I've been here at work. Okay, so 11 minus 6 is 5. And 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay, so I have 2 as my whole number. This is where I'm getting that from. And this will be my remainder. All right, what I have left over is 25. And what I divided by was 28. Okay, so I'm thinking into myself, can I simplify? Is there anything that will go into 25 and 28? And the answer is, it is simplified as much as possible. All right, so this is number 57 that we have just done. Okay, I know it seems like a lot of steps, but I like to give you a lot of steps. I'd rather you understand it and have a lot of steps than me not to give you enough steps. I hope this has helped. I will be available to help you on Thursday. The class does start at 3:30, but I'm about an hour away from you guys here in Alabama. I'm in Shelby County, so it takes me to 4 o'clock to get to you. And if you need additional assistance, please let me know. I hope this video has helped, and I will definitely be working on the page 4 through 8 with you, and hopefully you understand that as much as possible. Thank you so much and have a great day. Please call me if you need me, Latasha Thomas, 1913 at gmail.com, or you can reach me on the Lawson State website. Have a good day, students.